Birth rates and elections. What do these two topics have in common? A new study from UC San Diego is linking presidential elections and birth rates across the country. CBS 8's Regina Ureta talked to the experts behind the study and breaks it down for us.
Babies and presidential elections, two topics that you might think would be completely unrelated. But I spoke with three researchers from UCSD that say their work shows a possible link between the two.
Since polarization is increasing over time, could that actually be changing how many children are being had in a way that contributes to this really important question, which is why do people have children?
Tomorrow we are going to win this state. And we are going to win.
Starting with Donald Trump's win in the 2016 presidential election. Survey results show Republican voters believe the economy was improving, while Democrats expressed the exact opposite. These three researchers say those perspectives affected some couples' decision on whether or not they should have kids.
Even for Trump's campaign visits to a county will also have an effect, because we see that in the 3 to 6 months following a Trump's campaign visit to a county, the Hispanic fertility in that county also decreased relative to non-Hispanic in the same county.
What we find is that in Republican-leaning counties versus Democrat-leaning counties, there's about a 1 to 2% divergence in the number of kids that are being had.
In other words, Republicans had 46,000 more children than Democrats from 2016 to 2020.
I have a feeling we're coming together for a big win tomorrow.
Fast forward to President Biden's administration, those birth rates could now shift.
The optimism and pessimism have also flipped, just like they did in 2016. Republicans becoming much more pessimistic this time around, Democrats becoming much more optimistic this time around.
But the question is, how does all of this affect our population? Well, researchers found that the average woman in the U.S. is having fewer than 2 children. Those numbers, coupled with concerns about an opposing party's leadership, could lead to an overall population decline.
And that is actually very difficult to handle for a lot of our public policy, for a lot of our pension systems, for the dynamism of the economy. Living with a declining population is hard. It poses very unknown challenges to the U.S.
For CBS 8, I'm Regina Ureta.